bonus conversation for people that don't really follow us. We are sports fans too. Mike is a big football fan, NFL fan. I am a casual fan, so I don't know a lot, but I appreciate the game and I enjoy watching it. So
Super Bowl Sunday, February 7th, coming right up.
Playoffs have ended. We had two great matches for the Buffalo Bills and the Bucs. And then
Buffalo Bills.
I'm sorry. What was it?
It was Tampa Bay and then Green Bay, and then it was Buffalo Bills versus Kansas City.
The Chiefs.
So those were great games last week.
So did you watch those games live?
I did. I watched the Brady one. Brady was hot in the first half, and then, man, Tom was making some dumb interceptions.
Right.
In the second half.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Yeah.
So this whole GOAT conversation with Tom Brady, I'm not going to contest it. I know for a fact that Tom Brady is the best quarterback to have ever existed.
Yeah.
But
most successful, of course.
Yeah, definitely. The most accolade. He is the Michael Jordan of quarterbacks. He's attempting his 7th ring.
Yeah. Crazy.
For Super Bowl.
10th Super Bowl. Crazy.
But I really love this narrative, this matchup that's coming up. But I'll let you talk about the game first. So the Green Bay Bucs game.
Yeah.
When I was watching highlights, because I watched some of it live, but I watched most of the highlights. Aaron Rodgers was fucking up a lot.
Yeah, he was.
And Tom Brady was fucking up a lot.
It was I think Green Bay always struggles in the NFC Championship games, especially against the Niners. I think we beat them like 3 times in the NFC Championship game. NFC Championship and Aaron Rodgers don't go together, just like Olivia Munn and Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my God, I used to love Olivia Munn.
I still do. She's bad.
She changed a lot though. I don't know if you watched her back then, but she's changed a lot.
Nah.
She was always naturally pretty, but the way she looks now, it's like
that's not Hollywood life.
Yeah.
But Aaron Rodgers, arguably that bad man, Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman. Shout out to you both. The most talented quarterback. He's like what Patrick Mahomes is now. Like he has so much talent. I wouldn't blame too much on Rodgers entirely. Especially towards the end of the game. Rodgers is going to be MVP of this season. He's had that bounce back year after Green Bay drafted a first round pick, quarterback Jordan Love, and so Rodgers didn't come up. People are saying like Rodgers choked. I think it's more of the call, like that 4th down call. The coach didn't want to try it at the goal line, like 8 yards away. The coach was like, "Oh, let's kick a field goal." But like you have the MVP, you might as well go for it. Right. And if you don't get it there, if you miss the 4th down, Tampa Bay starts on their 8-yard line versus having like a kickoff.
Right.
So it was just, I wouldn't blame too much everything on Rodgers there.
I haven't watched a lot of Green Bay's games. How is their offensive line as far as receivers and?
I know Devontae Adams is like Pro Bowl caliber wide receiver. They got, I think, Aaron Jones, I'm forgetting his name, like running back. They have a good running game compared to years past. But I think they could, like, if they didn't draft a quarterback in the first round and drafted like a lineman or drafted like another defensive like star, like that could have been a game changer for you in this game.
All right.
Because like Bucs, they have Ndamukong Suh, they have Jason Pierre-Paul, which are like top-notch defensive ends.
Okay.
And Rodgers was getting a lot of pressure that game. Right. Rodgers got hot in the second half.
Yeah. How many times did he get sacked?
I don't remember exactly, but I just know that the first half Rodgers was struggling, and then the second half he was in the zone. But it's just that it comes down to that whole thing of you play to win the game. You don't. If you're playing to like not lose the game, you're gonna lose the game. So I blame it on a coach.
Okay, I was gonna say that. What is it with Aaron Rodgers not able to clinch that whole past the playoffs thing with him?
Yeah, like I mean, he won a Super Bowl before, but anytime
one Super Bowl
and only one appearance. And so like the teams he struggled with in the NFC, it's always against the Niners because they have like great defensive lines. And so it's a great question you brought up, like how's his offensive line? It's because like Rodgers has no time to throw.
Right.
When he's coming up in this big games, he has all the talent in the world, but Green Bay not being like a big free agency spot, like you got to draft, and they haven't drafted like any playmakers. They don't draft number 1 first round wide receivers, and you would give this guy weapons, but
doesn't have a lot, right?
Doesn't have a lot. Versus Tom Brady, when he went to the Buccaneers, they have like Pro Bowlers on both sides, wide receivers. They have they're deep in tight ends. They have like Leonard Fournette. So Brady had all the weapons.
Right.
So
the Patriots organization must be pissed right now.
Yeah. Belichick is like, what the fuck? He's probably not
damn.
gonna watch that Super Bowl.
No, hell no.
But Brady's my guy. My guy.
I should have brought my Madden up here.
Yeah.
So, what do you think is going to happen after Rodgers? With Rodgers after this season? Do you think he wants to go get traded?
So after the game, he was talking about like, my future is not in my hands. I don't control that. And then he responded to that criticism by saying like, that's just the reality of the sport.
Right.
But people are saying like, dude, just say how you really feel without dancing around the topic. Like, Rodgers has a huge contract. I don't like he doesn't get along with the coach. That's what everyone's suspecting. So, I mean, I would be pissed too if you draft my successor supposedly instead of helping me out now while I'm still like top notch.
Right.
I would want to leave.
I mean, I would love him to come to the Niners.
I wouldn't want him in the Niners. I love his talent, but it wouldn't work because he doesn't get along with his family.
Oh,
that is here in the West Coast.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's because of Olivia Munn, that whole relationship, but they don't get along. Aaron Rodgers' family, so I don't, and I wouldn't want to go back to the team that like didn't pick me.
Yeah, that's true.
Back in the day. So.
I mean, if you want better weapons, if you want a better team.
True.
I would do that just for the fact because this considered his prime still?
I think it's tail end of it.
Okay.
Kind of like LeBron. Like LeBron is kind of like Brady too, like longevity, but. I think this is like Rodgers' resurgence year. I don't know if he can maintain it another 3 or 4 years of this MVP level.
Right. Because I didn't realize he was 37. I thought he was like 33 or 34.
Nah, he's
old, man.
He's old. That was the first NFL draft I watched.
Really?
Yeah, that year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Alex Smith.
How long has been in the league?
Since like 05.
15. That's amazing.
Yeah. All these quarterbacks now, or especially with Brady. Like I never heard of quarterbacks going to 40 and being good. Right. And then Brady's changing the game with like
or any football player for that.
Any football player, yeah, you're right.
Unless you're
punchers,
a kicker.
Yeah. You play till you're 45.
Who's the guy from the Niners? He's been there for a minute, right?
Oh, Robbie Gould. Yeah. He's old too. Vinatieri played like when he was with the Patriots. He played for hella years too, like 20 plus years. But
what's the average salary for a kicker? Like $1 million?
I don't know. That's a great question.
That's a good job,
dude.
That shit except for kick.
Yeah, I think like looking at Tom's game, like this is why I get worried with Tom, especially in the last few Super Bowls. Like he throws some dumb picks during playoff games. He is clutch, but like I wouldn't like. He's not perfect clutch like Joe Montana. Joe Montana, if you look at his numbers in the Super Bowl, impeccable, just like MJ.
Yeah.
But Tom Brady,
interceptions and all that stuff.
Tom Brady does throw some dumb interceptions, and I think it's also the age of like defensive linemen. Just they know if you knock down Brady, you got a chance to win the game.
Right.
So
yeah, that's what I was hearing a lot with Brady. He doesn't take pressure he doesn't like to get hit like a lot of other quarterbacks would. Like he would definitely not throw at the very last second.
If he could. That interception he did, I was like, bruh, you just tossed it. That's like, a Jimmy Garoppolo.
I don't know if you're scared necessarily or just being mindful of your age and whatnot, but it's like
he is.
Yeah, that's a fair criticism though. I definitely saw it in the highlights. So like, damn,
that was bad, bro. And there's one but he is smart. He knows about the clock.
Of course.
Like if he knows if the play was gonna be broken and they had no chance, he's gonna throw it on the ground.
Right. That's the one thing Garoppolo I hated about Garoppolo. Like sometimes he doesn't throw it when he needs to throw it. Like he would rather get the negative yards than to
that's why
throw that.
And he always like, I don't know, Jimmy G, you're probably on your way out. Sorry, bro.
Nah, good riddance, bro. I never liked him.
So Tom Brady on the GOAT side, Patrick Mahomes. So me and Matt talked about this last year a couple times about Mahomes.
That man.
So
half man, half amazing.
Patrick Mahomes boy, phenom.
Jesus Christ! I've only watched football for maybe 10 years, maybe less than that. But Mahomes, I've never seen a quarterback throw like he does. Dude. Yeah. Like the amount of creativity and the way he throws is just like, that's exactly what you want from a quarterback.
Yeah.
Like we had this conversation like last year about why I thought Garoppolo was super overrated. Like he doesn't know how to switch up his throws, or he doesn't know how to throw right, like at the right second. Mahomes knows how to do quick. He knows how to lob. He knows how to that fucking underhand pass he did for touchdown. I text you
on
like,
the Bills game.
Yeah, like oh my god, dude, that's amazing. But apparently he's been doing this for a while now.
Since he started.
And then you told me like he basically just learned how to play recently. Like he didn't know how to read defense before until like maybe last year or this year. Like that's even scarier. Like that's really just off of pure talent what you're doing. So imagine with the experience and more like he's gonna be if I mean based on the projections he's gonna be really good. Yeah, he's gonna break Brady's record, like all of his records.
Everybody's.
Yeah. If he's healthy,
that's the big thing too. And
but he's young, so
he's young. Signed like a 10-year, I think 10 years, $400 million. And Matt asked me back then, like, how do you justify someone that young getting that big of a contract? Well, when Mahomes plays, ratings are through the roof,
right?
And like he's squeaky clean, like kind of like Steph, and he has that bomb threat.
Right.
People love that, like long bombs.
Well, I didn't say it in the fact that I didn't think he deserved it. I'm more concerned about how does the cap or the salary affect his team.
Oh yeah,
are you able to acquire all the best players if someone is acquiring that much money?
Exactly, and I think that's the problem with Deshaun Watson from the Texans. Like Deshaun Watson is like top 5 quarterback, but he demands such a big salary. He has like $39 million. Like any team would love to have him, but you're cutting a big piece of your pie just for that player.
And Owen Wilson's getting like what 20-something million? Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson,
Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson. Oh my God, bro.
Owen Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, Russell Wilson's up there too.
Yeah.
But I think Russell Wilson got that contract later in his career after he achieved much. But Mahomes is like he has.
They're paying off the potential.
And he has. I mean, he has the best 4-year start.
Yeah.
He was like he sat his first year behind Alex Smith. But like Mahomes he's got like 55 touchdowns the first year or 50 plus, and then his touchdown interception ratio has gone down every year. I mean, got better every year.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he's still improving, and like you said, like he's still learning the game.
That's incredible.
It's scary.
This is what I want Kaepernick to be like.
Oh no.
I know, but
they're both baseball player backgrounds, but Kaepernick does not have any lob passes.
But this is what I wanted him to be like.
Exactly.
Like young, athletic, and know how to just dominate when he needs to. And it's just amazing because the Chiefs, like the games that I watch, when they come back, it's easy for them.
Yeah.
Like they could be down 2 touchdowns and he could easily come back from that. Like opposed to other teams when they're down, even Brady, like you don't know if they're gonna win necessarily. They have to have a lead or be like close for them to win.
Like the big comeback that Brady had, 28-3. It's a close game at the very end. But when, like you said, if Mahomes is down by 14, he's like,
that's whatever.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's what happened with us
in the one quarter.
That's what happened to us in the fucking Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Man, last year.
Oh, sorry, last year. Yeah.
I was always like, when I was watching the Super Bowl with my family, I told my cousin, I was like, damn, bro, we got to be up by like four touchdowns to even seal the game. And Mahomes is just like, got that Michael Jordan factor of like, I'm a cutthroat you, even though he talks like Kermit the Frog.
I actually never heard him talk before.
Bro, listen to him talk and close your eyes like, Kermit, that you?
Right.
But yeah, Mahomes' talent is there. Normally, I would be super bitter. Okay, I am bitter, but I'm not super bitter because I know it's Mahomes and he's the face of the league. But, you know, my money's still on Tom Brady.
Yeah. I'll just want Tom Brady just because I don't like hype around.
You don't like too much hype?
Too much hype around the player, especially when Mahomes is only, 24, 25?
He's hella young. I don't even think he can rent a car yet.
Yeah.
Or he probably can now.
Right now.
But Mahomes, so Matt's on the side of like he wants Mahomes to have some trials and tribulations. A little not perfect every time. he did have like he wasn't that hot towards the end of the season, and he did get hurt the previous round.
Yeah, I noticed he wasn't running as much.
Yeah, because he hurt his head. He got like a concussion.
I didn't know
so that's why I'm like, okay, Mahomes, you signed a huge contract. You have so much talent, but just avoid any big hits.
Okay.
And I think he's smart enough to not do it. Like he's a very top-notch IQ player.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
He's kind of like Kobe with like so much athleticism, and then it'll be scary the second half of his career.
He's gonna turn into like a Mamba.
He's gonna be like just easy throws and look effortless.
Yeah, when the game starts to really slow down from him, it's just gonna be he's gonna dominate.
Yeah, he's just having fun right now.
Yeah. So I'm asking from a casual fan perspective. Would you consider Mahomes, if he could win this Super Bowl, would you consider him top 5 all-time quarterbacks?
Well, he's definitely the best in his era right now, his generation. When you say top 5 in your era, I mean ever. I mean you gotta look at Peyton. You gotta look at like
Manning.
Tom Brady. I don't think Drew Brees is in that conversation anymore, just because like he hasn't done good in the playoffs lately.
Yeah.
Rodgers is in the top 5. Joe Montana's like perfect record. I don't know any other quarterback beyond those 4 that I named.
How about just off of talent?
Off of talent? Oh, he's right there.
Okay.
Him and Rodgers would have been the State Farm Bowl. Like, like they just talent. I think he's up there.
Okay.
But again, you don't want to put too much hype on him because hype brings in much more criticism and like
pressure.
And
when he was winning that championship, I'm pretty sure he had no pressure. Honestly.
Yeah.
So now that he has a big contract and everyone's eyes are on him,
every little thing you do,
yeah,
your eyes, like, they're gonna criticize you even more.
Even just your game in general. I don't even know how he's mentally. I'm pretty sure he's pretty, lackadaisical and chillaxed right now until he starts to get criticism. Like, if he does experience like some type of slump, I don't know how that's gonna affect a person like him. It's like Ronda Rousey.
Yeah,
she was like skyrocketing, right?
Yeah.
As soon as she lost.
Oh, it tripped.
Straight downhill.
That's
for
true.
her. So I don't know.
Mental.
Yeah, I don't know how strong he is up here, but we'll see.
Yeah, Mahomes, with being with Andy Reid, the coach, who's like offensive guru, they have so many weapons. They have Travis Kelce, #1 tight end in the league, and Tyreek Hill, who's my favorite wide receiver right now. Just like
those catches
cheetah.
are amazing.
He's fucking fast as fuck. Like, and I love small wide receivers like him, like Steve Smith. Like they have another gear. And when they get older, maybe in Mahomes' second half of his career, how is that going to look for him when he has like no weapons? Like, can he bring a team up?
What were your criticisms of Tom Brady's teams back then?
Back then,
his championship teams.
So his first 3 championships those teams were all defensive, like Bill Belichick designed. I mean, of course, there's the cheating controversies and all that. And then later on, they became more offensive. Like when they had like almost perfect season, they were all offense. They had defense too. But he lost those Super Bowls in 2007 and 2011, and those were MVP years.
Okay.
But the last 3 Super Bowls that he won with Patriots, I think he got pretty lucky with a lot of them. Like he beat Seattle just because Seattle fucked up in the end. Falcons like were trash at the second half. They choked, and then they beat the Rams, who like had no offense that Super Bowl.
Okay.
So like Brady might not put up the huge numbers in those games. But like he takes them home,
right? Out of wit,
and just pressure, man. Like everyone's scared to play Brady if he has the ball last because he's gonna make something happen,
right?
So I think this Super Bowl, if it's a super close game and Brady has the chance to determine it, make the smartest plays, I think Bucs will win. And Bucs have a great defense too.
Yeah, they do have good defense.
If Mahomes is down early, he's just gonna be motivated and. Bucs are just going to be down by 2 touchdowns, and I don't think they can generate that much offense that fast.
So what would it take for Brady to win necessarily in this game?
No turnovers.
Mistakes, yeah. Okay.
No turnovers.
That's what I was going to say.
Because when Brady throws turnovers, I'm just like, fuck. Come on. Tommy. San Mateo's own. Come on, Thomas.
I'm just amazed by the fact that he's fucking 40, 43, 44.
43, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Max Kellerman admitted, like,
I
was wrong.
I remember playing basketball with my dad when he was 43, and he was not.
At Glen Park?
He was not as athletic as Tom Brady.
Yeah,
so.
TB12 diet.
Yeah, that's amazing. But yeah, this whole narrative of Mahomes. So this game will determine the narrative of you're passing the torch technically, or basically. So if Mahomes is able to beat Tom Brady, he took the crown from Brady. And Brady I think he might even consider retiring soon.
Yeah, I mean,
he's already there, but I mean, if he loses again, he definitely might consider retiring for sure.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, after next year.
That's true. And you got to enjoy players now, like Tom Brady and LeBron, like because they're doing something we've never seen before.
Yeah. This is literally MJ versus Kobe right now.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
This is like Wizards MJ versus first 3 years of Kobe.
If MJ wasn't smoking so much cigars.
Yeah.
Dude, that would have been... Yeah, I'm hyped, man. But I want Brady to win. My heart wants Brady. My head says Mahomes.
He knows Mahomes.
Bro, that dude can throw a 60-yard bomb like he did to
Amazing,
us.
Bro.
And Matt's like just seeing Mahomes now, but I remember when Mahomes threw a left-handed pass in a fucking Monday night game.
Yeah, how many ambidextrous quarterbacks do you know?
Bro.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I've never seen anything like it.
Say fuck it.
He's gonna look this way and then throw this way.
Yeah, he does do shit like that.
Well, I mean, no, like a back, face the other angle, and then just throw it that way. I guarantee you, one of these days,
bro. His fucking cheat code, man.
He literally, Steph Curry of football. I agree. I see it now. I see it now. I mean, I should have saw it before, but I see it now.
Patrick, my homeboy.
Yeah. So you got Brady. I want Brady, just off of off of seniority. I want Brady.
Seniority. Give the old man one more.
I mean, it's amazing that he just switched to a completely different. Is a different division for him?
Yeah. Different conference.
Yes, and he's dominating.
Yep.
And he just moved to a brand new team. I mean, for all the LeBron people that always give me shit for
LeBron switching teams.
Yeah, switching teams. Like, I do admit that it is amazing for a player to just like take over a team and dominate. So
and change the culture.
And the fact that he switched to a team and just do what he did, that is GOAT status. So I'll give more credit to LeBron for doing the same shit too. But yeah.
Oh, Brady went to Florida too.
Huh?
Brady went to Florida. LeBron went to Florida.
That's right. That's right.
That's a cool.
That's a coincidence.
And then Brady's gonna go back to the Niners.
Oh shit, that'd be crazy.
Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. So Super Bowl.
The weekend's playing.
Yeah. The week. Oh yeah. Let me give you the series too.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a weird discussion, but the weekend performing Super Bowl, I didn't really understand the choice.
Me too.
I love his songs, but for Super Bowl
for a
setting, I don't know if that was the best choice for that.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably better that there's no crowd because like his music is not like a crowd banger. But he's actually spending more of his own money for the way he wants the Super Bowl to be. He's like on the radio they said $7 million of his own money.
Hey.
So it's gonna be all visuals, like super great.
He's a true artist for sure.
Yeah.
Where are they playing this time?
Tampa Bay at home.
They're playing at Tampa Bay. Okay.
Yeah, that's the third only home.
And they're not allowing any crowd.
I don't know. I think they had crowds during the season. So they probably are.
When I was watching the games, I was like, oh shit, I forgot they're letting people watch.
I think Kansas City did have crowds too throughout the year.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the Super Bowl plays out. Come on, Thomas. Thomas Brady.
Yeah. For sure.
Love it. Thank you, Matt, for our first NFL discussion. So
thank you for the analysis. All right. We out.
Peace.